So welcome everyone, and thanks for joining, making it a group session. It's a new chapter in the same series, which is, how to enhance or improve your meditation. For new masters, it is how to do it. For experienced one, how to enhance. So we talked about, if meditation is for you or not. Then we looked into what is meditation, then how small tips and tricks, how we can improve. We looked into yoga foundation, and now the second step after yoga is pranayama, or simply breathing technique, because we are not talking about full-on pranayama. We are talking about simple, or the simplest rather. And the reason is because it enhances the power of meditation, what I call the just efficacy of meditation. That's all we are trying to do. So this is not to learn pranayama in general. We are not going into deep advanced pranayama. This is simple technique how to improve. So let's look into that when we are talking about breath work. In simply put, if we don't use the term pranayama, breath work. So what is breath work? Now, breath work is nothing but any type of breathing exercise or technique, and there are multiple types. So you may see some sequence, you may see certain styles, and we will be looking into that. So what happens is that when people do breath work, of course, there has to be a reason for you to do certain things. So this is to improve your mental, physical, spiritual well-being, emotional well-being, all those things. That means our overall well-being. So it is not just that, okay, I have something to do with breathing or respiratory system. No, this is for your overall health, including your spiritual. So what you're doing is you are consciously working on your breathing. So intention is important here. And you are changing in the sense, this is not your normal breathe in, breathe out. That means you are working on your breath. So there is certain, however small it may be, but you are having some intentional changes. And there may be many different forms. The South American, you can have different pranayams, you can have different types of, way people may talk about in different parts of the world, because these are all thousands of years old, tested, tried technique. There are some new modern ones, which the new masters may have introduced as a mix or as something, new in the sense, quick stuff. But what we are referring here is a very fundamental one. So there are many forms that includes this conscious breathing. That means you are focused, you are observing, you are in it. So it's not a question of just doing it in terms of breathing without being conscious about it. So it's a very systematic way that you are working on it. And the work or the pranayam we will be talking about is Nadi Shodhana. And why we will be talking about Nadi Shodhana? First, the name itself. Nadis are basically energy, like meridians. They are energy channels. They are invisible. So they are in our, you can say, energy body, not the physical body. And Shodhana is purification. So as the name suggests, same thing what we are trying to do in meditation. You are purifying. You are clearing any blockages that you may have. So it helps you in getting into meditation. That's the main intention here. Now, if you can get into meditation easily and stay in meditation easily, that means your meditative experience will be much better. So when we say pranayama, so prana is your life force, is your vital energy. That's your prana. This is, like when we are in meditation and we say cosmic energy will enter. This cosmic energy is prana, what we are referring to. This enters the body and then it flows through the body. And what we are trying to do here is that, okay, how best we can utilize this energy, how to optimize the amount of energy. So this is the life force. It impacts all the three, what we talked about: mental, physical, emotional. So it's not just one element of your health. it's overall. And what it does is that it in fact corrects your nasal cycle. You know, we will see that how really it improves. And when we talk about the complete word pranayama, so prana is one thing, ayama, the next part, which is, you know, just control or regulate. So it is your vital energy and how you're controlling or regulating or expanding it. So that's the word indicates. So pranayama is nothing but how you can bring more control, more regulation, or more energy into you. And that's what we want. If I'm doing 15 minutes meditation, I want the best. I want the max I can get. So it is a scientific technique. It's not something just someone should believe because I say something or there is a literature which says so. But this is proven. This is something that you can feel, you can test on yourself that how it improves the energy, because there are many ways of testing in terms of your human energy field. So this purifies, it energizes you, relaxes you, calms you down, and heals your body and mind both. Because as we said, it is not just for your physical body, but it's for your emotional body, it's for your mental health. So this is a technique that really impact your overall health. Very simple, very effective way. And as we were saying, that it does impact your nasal cycle, because you know you have one side between left and right which is more active always, and you can test it. If you put your finger under your tip of your nose, you can feel which side is more prominent. There will be more flow from one side than the other. If you want to judge better, you cannot judge, then just gently block one, feel the pressure, then block the other side, feel the pressure, and you will see which side is more prominent. So suppose you say, oh, okay, the left side is prominent. Check after 48, 50 minutes, right, about an hour, and see it would have switched to the other side. That means rhythmically it is switching between left and right side. So it improves, it works autonomously. Like you don't have to say, okay, now it's 48 minutes, switch to the other side. No, the body does it by itself. So that's what we mean by the rhythmic way. It's happening automatically. It's not like today it will happen in 1 hour, tomorrow could be half an hour. It's very rhythmic. So this is resulting in stability, calmness, between your left and right side. So it's really vital for your whole energy flow, because we have many organs, left and right, like your lungs, your kidney. There are some which are only one, like heart, you have only one heart, but the body has left side and the right side. And the balance between left and right is key for your health. Now, we may have discovered it now, in the last 100 years, but ancient yogis knew it thousands of years ago. And that's how they have described, they have come up with these things. So this is nothing new. Pranayama or different breathing techniques have been in the literature for thousands of years. The yogis, they have researched over generation. They knew the impact. And that's why, when they go to, say, in their case, because they're yogi, like monk, they go to Himalaya for their meditation or their tapasya or whatever sadhana they were doing. And pranayama was a big part of it. And this is the way that they could manage. You could live with less food, no food for a long time and all, because here you can change the whole metabolic activity of your body can be impacted. Now, it corrects the nasal cycles and improve the respiratory rate. So not only it's impacting your nasal cycle, but it is improving the respiratory rate as well. So respiratory rate, like for example, in my own case, when you're breathing, it's just maybe 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out, 1.5 or 2, like very difficult to differentiate. But you know that, okay, I'm inhaling, exhaling, and roughly it comes to 13 times in a minute. Because 2 seconds exhale, 2 seconds inhale, that is 4. So 12 to 13 times you will breathe in a minute. As you do pranayama, as you increase your lung capacity, as you like not controllingly like slowing it down, but gently, automatically, slowly and slowly you are increasing. Instead of 2 seconds, 3, 4, 6. So right now, like it's normal if I'm doing pranayama to have about 10 seconds inhale and 15-second exhale. So from 2 seconds, I can go to this in 6 months, 8 months, 1 year, whatever. Now, not that this is my main aim, but it gives you the impact. It gives you the enhanced benefit, and it happens automatically. Body will take you there. So don't force yourself. But that's what it means when it says improve respiratory rate, increase the lung capacity. And as you increase the lung capacity, your body is able to absorb the energy, the oxygen much better. And you will see it impacts your health in a positive way very quickly. Now, one thing is there that it includes two, inhale, exhale. These are the two parts for any breathing activity. So inhalation, or we can say uraka, that's a conscious rhythmic process of basically enhancing vital energy. Why? Because inhalation is taking the cosmic energy inside. This process is working directly with your life force, hence your consciousness. Consciousness is your energy level. Very roughly, you can take it as that. So because it is your prana, it is impacting your consciousness, your wisdom and all, will be impacted. And when we are talking about exhalation, rechaka, now here you are not just exhaling. It's not just that you are taking CO2 out of your body. It removes a lot of toxins from your body, a lot of impurities from your body. So inhalation is taking a lot of cosmic energy inside. Exhalation, rechaka, is taking impurities or toxins outside. So exhalation is always longer than inhalation. You will feel like when you're doing normal breathing, very difficult. Is it 1.5 seconds or 2 seconds? Sometimes you cannot differentiate as you slow it down. Like I was giving my example. So now my inhalation is roughly say 10 second, 11 second, but exhalation is 15. I can see the difference because now the number has increased. But I didn't jump from 2 seconds to 10 seconds. Very slowly over 6, 8 months, over a year, it improved. But now I can see the difference very clearly. And you can do also, like just to see, slow down, yeah, little forcefully you'll have to do, but just exhale as much as you can, and then inhale as you can, and exhale like just for a couple of, say, a minute or so, and you can see your capacity in terms of timing. You will see what is my timing for inhaling and exhaling, and you will see this one because now the CO2, the carbon dioxide that we are removing from the body, it is coming from deep inside our body. So inhalation is little easier that way, but exhalation, you need more. And that's why it has more time. And it allows you to take the maximum impurities out. So when we are doing, just shallow breathing, that may be, our normal case, but as you slow down and as you do this, you will see the impact. So this is one thing which is common. This is not a question of right or wrong, but it's a question of the way the body works. Now, this one is connected to your parasympathetic nervous system. So you see how inhalation is connected to sympathetic, exhalation is connected to parasympathetic, and that's how they are balancing. Now, it's not a question of which one is better than the other. It's a question of balance. And that is the key thing. We have to just stick with the balance. In life, on any extreme may not be good. We have to strike the balance. Your body have to stay in balance. You need your energetic, what we call fight or flight system. Yes, we may think, oh, that's the stress related thing. But time to time, you need that. At the same time, you need the resting period where your body heals. So you need both. Healing does not mean 24 hours I'll stay in healing, right? We are not bear in hibernation that, okay, 6 months I'm not moving, I'm not doing anything, and I'm at just one place, so I need to slow down my metabolism. And that's the reason you need both. Now, there is one very important thing. What type of breathing do you do? So there is a chest breathing, and then there is belly breathing. So chest breathing, sometimes we wear a lot of restrictive, tight clothes. The posture is not proper. We have a lot of stress, weak breathing muscles, and that may be inefficient. And belly breathing is something which we are, as a human being, we are belly breather. So we have special muscles just above the stomach. And this is where, you have a diaphragm. This is where the whole breathing process should take place. This is the most efficient way, as it's, pulling down your lungs, creating negative pressure, and that results the air flowing into your lungs. And whether you are doing belly breathing or chest breathing, there are easy ways to check it. But one of the ways is, you just take a box of tissue paper, something very light, put it, just lie down, breathe, and see whether it's moving up and down on your chest or which way. So there are ways which you can check, but sometimes the body gets into chest breathing, and then we should be cognizant, we should be aware, we should be like correcting it in case if it is sometime, after accident or something, the body is in shock or body is in particular stage, you may switch to chest breathing. But if we realize, we should come back. So when we were talking about, the breathing, we said that one nostril is more dominant than the other, and it is switching roughly, right? It could be 48, 50 minutes. It could be a little over, an hour or 90. You just check what it is. And when you are with the left nostril, you may find yourself that I am a little calmer. When you are with the right nostril, you may feel you are more active. And the reason for this is the left side is, if linked to parasympathetic, the right side to sympathetic. And this is the way the body works. This is the way the body is balancing, because, you have two sides, which is giving you the optimum functioning of your human body. So dominant does not mean it will stay that way. Only for that period, one is dominant, and then the role will switch. So it keeps switching. It doesn't stay in one. So that's the most important thing that we have to see. And, when we are talking about hatha balancing, so occasionally, you will see that, okay, I cannot feel it. I really don't know which one is more active. So don't worry about those cases. But in general, like sometimes your nose is blocked or any such thing, but otherwise you'll be able to see. Now, your right nostril is kind of connected with the sun. And sun means masculine energy. That means energetic, right? That means you're ready to do something. Whereas that's the right side. The left side, which is associated with moon and which is kind of feminine energy reflection, means it is cooling you down. So that is why when you're, on one side, you may have certain impact. When you're on the other side, certain impact. And as we said before, it does not mean one is better than the other. It just means body keeps balancing it out. So it's a nature's gift to us. You don't have to do anything. It will happen. So that's the good thing, that nature has taken care of it, and it gives you this balance, because we are under stress most of the time, right? We may realize or we may not realize. That's a different thing. So when we don't realize, and if you are under stress, means the body is under conflict. So when the body is under conflict, you will develop some kind of energy blocks. Energy blocks means later on it will, if you don't correct it, it may, result in some kind of disease, illness. So that is why this mechanism is avoiding that situation. It brings you back in the basically rhythm, which is your optimum level. And this is something what we do in Nadi Shodhana. So in Nadi Shodhana, which is cleansing of your energy channels, meridians, nadis, whichever way we call it, it's a simple thing. Basically, you are using your thumb and the little finger. The remaining three, try to keep them together for the energy circuit formation. But basically, you are either using thumb to block your right nostril, or you're using little finger to block your left nostril. And that's how we keep switching between left and right. Now, you can do Nadi Shodhana with a pause also, but here we are talking about without a pause. That means just exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Two-step process, not four. In 4-step, you exhale, then you take a pause, then you inhale, take a pause. The reason we say 2 steps, because if you have a health issue, which we don't know who has what, so this is the most forgiving, this is the most simplest one with no side effect or minimum side effect, one may say. So that is the reason we, at least I prefer this one. It gives you benefit what you're looking here, not as a pranayama and advanced benefits. What you're looking is slowing down your brain waves, preparing you to get into meditation. That's our aim. So very simple, everybody can do. All you are doing is following the sequence. And the sequence says, first you be prepared. That means just like meditation. Sit in a comfortable position, Sukhasana. You don't need any major asana. The way you are comfortable, cross your hands and legs. And then you will start by exhaling from the left nostril. You cannot start anywhere. Just start with exhaling from the left nostril. And we will end by exhaling from the left nostril only. So you block your right nostril, start exhaling from the left. As soon as exhalation is complete, you inhale. No pause. The moment my inhale is complete, I will block my left, immediately open the right. And now I'm exhaling from my right nostril. Whatever time it takes, 2 seconds, 1 second, 5 seconds, doesn't matter. The moment it's complete, I start inhaling again from the same right. Inhalation complete, immediately block and open the other one. And now I'm exhaling from the other one. And this process continues. And then I have to end. Then I have to end with exhalation from the left nostril. And then I'll come out of it. This breathing should be normal, natural. We are not forcing. Over the period, yes, you can see if you can slow it down from 2 seconds to 3, 3 to 4. That's okay. But otherwise, you're maintaining your normal. Now, to show in the camera, I was keeping the fingers down, and just so that you can see the thumb and all. The normal practice, you can keep it on the top. If it is discomfort, sometime not happening, try to see, okay, where your main comfort level is. But just from the energy sake, we say try to keep it together. Sometime everybody's fingers, structure is different. Don't worry. Follow the process, and then later on work on the remaining 3 fingers. So very simple. I start, inhale and exhale, taking my time. Of course, my eyes will stay closed, and very normal and natural breathing. So I'm not forcing myself, and then I block, release the other, exhale. After exhale, I will inhale from the same right side, then block the right, open the left. Again, exhale, then inhale, and end the movement from left, and then I end. So why I don't want to end after right? This is the process, the step that you are doing with the left exhale. Now, when you're starting, you say, how can I start with exhale? Typically, you won't inhale, right? We are normally breathing. So you can start. Don't worry. It's not a big deal. It may sound like, but you are starting with exhalation. So you are letting it go, and then you're coming. You're not forcing because you're breathing in any case. So you want to fix a number of cycles, or you can fix number of minutes, depending on how much time you are doing meditation. Say, if you're doing meditation for 15 minutes, then at least give 3 minutes, if possible 4, to breathing, and then switch into meditation. If you're doing for 1 hour, you can give easily 5 to 7 minutes. The idea is to slow down your brain waves, and it will bring very good balance in your body. This has so many benefits that you will be surprised with. It not only balances, we talked about, it will improve brain function. So, your focus, your concentration, your remembering, like memory power, and all that will improve. So students and all, it is really very good thing. Even in your professional life, you are sometimes feeling that, my God, what was that thing I wanted to do, I forgot, or the details of anything. Without you knowing, it is balancing, like we were talking about left and right side at the same time. It balances your blood pressure, the pH, sometimes you feel acidity and whatnot. It is balancing in your body automatically. Now, acidity comes from many different things, of course, but overall, as a body functioning, it impacts tremendously. And nasal cycle we talked about. The moment nasal cycle is balanced, if there is any imbalance, it will fix. So imagine breathing is connected to your overall health, means you are impacting your overall health. Your respiratory means the level of oxygen, means your alertness, your energy level. And it is detoxing your body and mind, because with every exhale, you are letting a lot of toxins go. So what it does is it helps you in your any kind of physical, mental, emotional situation, whether it's depression, anxiety kind of thing, or you feel lack of energy whole day, or any kind of such thing, it will help you. It not only cleanse, these things, which is toxins or balancing of pH, blood pressure, whatnot, it even takes care of your past actions, or what we call karmas. You may have gone through different trauma, guilt, shame, pain, whatever you have, because of whatever thing, even if it is from childhood and all, it has the power to undo or to fix it. So it is also cleansing all those negative energies inside you. And this is very important, because some of it, you may have some idea, but you may not have much idea that I am still having this in my body. Because what happens is you think, oh yeah, this happened 10 years ago and I have forgiven that person, or I have forgiven myself. You may not know whether you really did or not. But this does automatically for you. And this is very important. So overall, what it does, it's like, your room is dirty. The moment you clean your room, what happens? Oh, it looks totally new. It looks different. And you want to be in that room again. Before it was a mess. Same thing. When you cleanse your body, your what we call human energy field improves. There are many ways. I talked about BioWell. So if you are measuring your human energy field, you will see the difference. That means it's a proof that you worked on yourself, and it has gone not just physical body, but to your energy body also. Now, if you don't have that equipment, don't have that measurement, don't worry, because trust me, or trust the process, or trust the whole philosophy, that you will get that benefit. So you don't have to worry that if I measure, then only I get the benefit. No, you will get. So some of the key points, exhalation will be, little longer than inhalation. So don't worry, don't get puzzled that, oh my God, I can feel something is different, it should be equal. No, let the body takes care of it. You maintain your normal, natural. Don't force that I have to extend. No, the body will slowly allow you. Be conscious of that, but don't force too much. Let it happen as it happens. And no gap. Of course, if you are learning with a master and all, you can get to the Anulom Vilom where you can have the gap, of course. but there are certain health conditions is better to avoid. So that's why in general, we say start with this and only with the expert, then you can get to the other pranayama. But for meditation, this is enough. Don't think if you do 4 types of pranayama, you will get even better meditation. Well, be careful, because here the idea is to slow down your brainwave only. There are many advanced or better, like, different benefits, whether it's Kapalabhati, there are many more. But don't think before meditation, if I do more, I'll get more benefit. No, this is enough. The purpose, remember, slow down the brainwave. And that's what it does, takes you to meditation. Now, you don't want to do this right after a meal. Yeah, you don't want to do it when you are very hungry, because then your focus is on hunger. Your body is thinking about food. How can you focus on your breathing? So don't do it when you are super hungry, but at the same time, don't do it right after eating. So if you had any drink, juice or anything, wait for an hour. If you had a light snack, breakfast, 2 hours, and if you had a full meal, 4 hours. Just like meditation. Why? Because if you had anything, your body has only one role. The key for the body is digest that food. Body doesn't want to do any other thing. Why? Because if the food is not digested, it becomes poison for the body. So don't disturb that process. That's why we say after eating, don't take shower, because your body is trying to put all the blood, the energy around the stomach area. And when you're taking shower, your head is cold and also the blood flow will change. Now there's a conflict. Do I take care of digestion or do I take care of the other requirement? So that's why do not do right after eating. So it's a great thing. It can be done early in the morning before breakfast. Your stomach, you're okay. You don't feel super hungry. At the same time, early morning benefits. But typically, it can be done anytime. It's not that it has to be done only in the morning. You can do it in the morning, late morning, midday, or afterwards, as per your schedule. No problem. In fact, if at work or otherwise during the day, if you feel a little lack of energy or anxiety or anything, even if you're at work, 2 minutes, close your eyes and start doing. It will calm you down. Even when you're traveling, even in the flight, it's easy. You sit and you can still do it. And all you need is just 3 to 5 minutes. You will see the benefit. So these are the key do and don'ts or tips and tricks, part of it, that how we can improve our meditative experience, how you can, what I call the efficacy of meditation, means the power, effectiveness of meditation. So masters, we will continue our session next week with the next topic, but this was about pranayama or breathing.